everyone, and welcome to our third episode of Working Women Helping Women, a TV show about Franklin County business and professional women. And with me tonight, I have Jacqui, who is my chair for standing rules and bylaws and standing rules, and she's also a past local and state president of BPW. So, welcome, Jacqui.
Thank you, Danielle.
And would you like to start by telling me about yourself?
Well, I've been a member of BPW since 1996, which is when I moved back to Vermont from Southern California. And I've held a variety of offices at the state and local level. I was state secretary for a couple of years, and then I got into the local chairs. I was president-elect and president at the local level. Then I took a couple of years off, and then I was state vice president and president-elect and president.
Nice. So. Which was the most fun?
At the end of my year as president.
Right.
But during my year as president, we started some programs on the state level that Franklin County participates in. One of which is Camp BPW, which is a camp that we put on every year for teenage girls between 15 and 18. And one was a regional individual development training program, which we also have programs at the local level in individual development training. And so those are still going on, so I still have my hand in trying to help make sure that they're successful.
Like this past weekend.
Like this past weekend.
Yes.
We just completed our third annual Camp BPW this past weekend. You participated and helped out quite a bit.
Franklin County was sent the most number of girls. So.
Yes, we always do. And Franklin County businesses have been very supportive also in terms of giving us the funds that we need to make sure that the girls can come without any cost to themselves and provide them with a t-shirt and breakfast, lunch, and a pizza party.
Transportation.
Transportation, right.
Interesting car rides.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to tell us about your professional life outside of BPW?
Well, I have a bachelor's and a master's in public administration from the University of Southern California and a law degree from Yale Law School. And following law school, I went to California and worked for a firm doing antitrust litigation for a few years, and then went into private practice, and I specialized in workers' compensation. I represent injured workers.
Very nice. So you give back to your community in more ways than one.
Hopefully. I think that area of the law has always fit me because I had a year of medical school training when I was at Yale. I took some classes, and I've always been interested in medicine and social work, and so workers' comp representing injured workers is basically a third law, a third medicine, and a third social work.
Right. Ties it all together.
Yep.
At least you enjoy it.
And it's rewarding, I do. Mm-hmm. The travel, the frequent flyer miles are great, but the travel gets old after a while.
Right. Could you spend half your time in Vermont and basically half your time in California?
I spent 2/3 of my time in Vermont and 1/3 of my time in California. So less is more.
Not unless it's winter, right? Get over there.
I love winter. I like the seasons, so I don't mind. I like the weather. I'm always ready for the next season, but whatever it is, I like it.
Well, that's good.
So.
Very good. So what goals do you hope to achieve in the next 5 years?
Well, I hope to retire from commuting to California and do something different in Vermont. I'm the current president of the Franklin Grand Isle County Bar Association, so I don't know if I want to open up a full-blown practice or, maybe take a government job, but eventually I'd like to stop having to commute and be here full-time.
Right. Those are big things to do in 5 years.
Yes, they are.
So what do you think BPW could do to help you to achieve those goals?
Well, I was a BPW scholarship winner when I was at USC, and I think that was why when I moved back here and I saw the sign as you're coming in and out of St. Albans, it says BPW meets, I made some contacts and found out where they met and when and joined. I felt like they had helped me when I was in school, and I wanted to be able to give back and help other young women that were moving forward.
That's very good. We give out scholarships in June. Last year we gave out 2 for high school students and 1 for a woman returning to school from CCV. So
and I think that's really important. We also have a national scholarship the BPW Foundation gives out, and a Vermont woman has won it in the past 2 years. One from our local area 2 years ago and one from St. Johnsbury this past year. Yeah. So it's also kind of nice. And we have we have a Young Careerist program for young women between the ages of 21 and 35. You were the Young Careerist for
Yes.
Franklin County, and we have a contest at the local level. Then those young ladies go and compete at the state level. And this past year, we started a regional competition with the 6 New England states. And we had our first one September the 8th, and we were able to award a scholarship to the young woman that won that. And that was very rewarding for us to be able to do that, to encourage people to be able to continue their education.
Also great experience altogether anyways for public speaking and group interviews, and they definitely, Young Careerists, it's a very good program.
What did you get out of being a Young Careerist?
Oh, I learned a lot about public speaking. Impromptu speaking helps you for television interviews. It was very nice to be able to meet a lot of different women from all over Vermont, and to see how people made it through the path of their careers and their schools, to see where they ended up, was very nice to have that discussion with other women from around the state. So it was very interesting. Learned a lot.
Well, see, now you can tell other young women as they join Franklin County BPW, or they consider joining, that they should consider the Young Careerist program this year.
Mm-hmm. Definitely beneficial. It's
Yes.
helped me a lot at work too, with the public speaking and being able to answer questions better. So what benefits do you have from being a member, or do you feel you have from being a member?
I think the biggest benefit for me, because my career was pretty much already situated by the time I became a member here, was the friendships that I made, both statewide and around the country. I was fortunate to go to one of the national conventions that they had in Reno a number of years ago, about 6 or 7 years ago. I'm active in some of the regional things they have, and we have locals, as you know, in other parts of the state, and it's nice when we get together and we have a state meeting, because you share ideas and exchange ideas, and these are lifelong, what I assume are going to be lifelong friendships. I was a widow for a long time, and I was remarried 3 years ago, and my matron of honor was a BPW member.
Right.
And had I not joined BPW, I never would have met her. So.
And networking definitely is nice. Not just for
networking
business,
is nice.
not just for the business connections, but also for the personal ones. I know I've met a lot of very wonderful ladies who will be friends with me 30 years from now. So it's very nice.
And the programs are really interesting. We've had some very interesting speakers on different issues that have come and opened doors and opened your mind to different thoughts and different concepts about issues. Just like this last month.
Mark Larson, yeah. He did a very good job. It was very nice to hear firsthand, being able to hear about the healthcare changes coming up and different ideas and how it's going to affect not only individuals but small business owners and larger business owners. It was kind of nice to hear it firsthand, not through media sources, that have been dissected and studied by 15 other people. It's kind of nice to hear it firsthand. So
it was also nice to hear that they haven't already made up their mind of what they're going to tell everybody that they want to do, that they're still taking input from a variety of sources to try to make a comprehensive plan that works for as many people as possible.
Right. That was nice. I thought he did a very good job with that. He did a very
too.
nice job. Very interesting meeting. Very informative too, and he did it in a very nice way. So very good. So do you feel that you have a competitive edge in the workforce because of being a BPW member?
I think so, but I feel I have a competitive edge in the workforce being a woman.
Right.
So I think in the area of law that I chose, I think women tend to be more willing to be caring about their clients and to get involved in their personal issues and not just say, okay, I'm doing your case and that's this parameter right here. Instead, I can say, well, how is this affecting your whole life? Oh, you're losing your house, you're losing your health care. What other resources are there that I can refer you to, even if they're things that I don't deal with, like Social Security disability or other types of resources, union pensions? What other resources are there out there that I can at least give my clients to allow them to try to pick up the pieces when their lives change because they've had a significant injury?
Which is nice because you can tie in all of the things you're good at. So.
Well, and I think it's something that women do better. So there are men that are caring, but I think it's part of women's nature. So. And I think being a member of BPW and working with other women on various local projects allows you, that kind of brings it out in you. We support each other.
Okay.
So.
Great. I like that. So what do you feel is the most common misconception of Franklin County BPW?
I guess the most common misconception is that you have to be a professional business person in order to belong. We've had members who've been home seamstresses, who've had home childcare businesses, who have made jam at home, we have retired members who were in the workforce. Basically, we have something for every woman. And I think the most common misconception when you approach someone about it that doesn't know a lot about BPW is, oh, well, I'm not a professional. So I think if we could dispel that misconception and have them come and check us out at a meeting, that's how a lot of people join.
Yep, that's what I always tell people, come to a meeting. It's a lot more open-minded than what you would assume, so
There's something there for everybody.
Whether it's the networking with other professionals or just meeting friends and being able to get out and hear a good speaker and presentation and learn something and have fun at the same time. Definitely for something for everybody. And what do you want everyone to know about Franklin County BPW?
That we have a lot of fun, we do a lot of good things, and we're always looking for new members to come and join us in the efforts that we have. We're always open to new ideas. You've come with some wonderful ideas in the years you've belonged, and I think that we're willing to try new things, different programs, different fundraisers. Our main goal is education for women and raising money for our scholarships and serving the women in our communities. And basically, any way that we can try to do that and do it better, we're open to doing.
Right, exactly. I like how you say the part about educating women. That's a huge thing that we do, not just through our scholarships, but also if we can even get people at our meetings to learn something during the speaker and presentation and offer them a place to get more information if they're interested, I think is definitely a key point to a lot of our meetings.
Well, and I think our newsletter and our website, I think what we're trying to do is to start posting collaborative information like Senator Leahy's Economic Conference for Women, posting information for our members and for other people that may be interested of other programs that are trying to help women with the same kind of issues that we are. Right. And we've always partnered with Senator Leahy since I belonged, and we've always had a booth at the economic conference on the state level. So.
And we'll be down there on the 10th.
Definitely.
We'll be down there on the 10th.
Down there on November 10th again in Randolph at VTC. Well, we will all have just recovered from the election.
Right, that's just next week.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I'll be happy when it's over.
Yes. Yes, and you have a part in that.
I'm up for my 4th term as Justice of the Peace, and I'm up for my 2nd term as Franklin County High Bailiff. So it'll be nice to have it be done. I'm sure we'll all be glad not to hear any more ads for anybody.
Right.
So.
Wonderful. Well, good luck. I'm sure you'll do fine. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Thank you.
So. Well, it was very nice talking to you, and I guess we'll just tell people about our next meeting is on November 14th at Chow Bella. It's on Main Street. It'll be presented by our Scholarships, Foundations, and Awards Committee. We'll be discussing our scholarships that we'll be giving out. We're giving them out this year, actually, in memory of some of our past members.
Yes.
So that'll be a very nice thing as a way to honor them. And also, we'll be switching them each year, so we'll get to honor all of our past members. And we will be also handing out our Woman of the Year, Woman of Achievement, and our Employer of the Year awards. So come check us out. You can come to our meetings it'll be at Chow Bella on November 14th, and you can check out all of our information at bpwfranklincounty.com. And have a good night.